And I got a number that's about to change how you see the job market. 0.4%. That's it. That's your chance of landing the average white collar job right now. That is when you cold apply. Now, we're not talking about 4%, 0.4%. That's the number. That's not a lot at all. Now, let me translate this for you all. For every 250 applications that you send out, you might get one job. 250 applications, one job. That ain't a strategy. That is a lottery ticket. Business Insider just published this. Their chief correspondent spent 2 years tracking this market, talking to dozens of experts, dozens of job seekers. And here's what she found. But here's what changes everything. If you got a referral, your chances went up 4.4%. That's 10 times better odds. Same job, same resume, same skills, 10 times better odds. Just because you got someone to vouch for you. I want you guys to type math in the chat if that number just hits you a little bit different. Okay, type it in the chat. The math is brutal, but I'm going to show you guys how to beat it. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about in the show, how to beat it. Now, let me tell you what's happening today. Right now, as you are watching this, 60,000 government workers in Ontario are walking back into the office 5 days a week starting today. NBC Universal employees, 4 days a week starting today. And Goldman Sachs just dropped a report. AI-driven layoffs are going to continue through 2026. The market is moving. The question is, are you positioned for it? I got 3 stories this morning. A 26-year-old who got rejected by every big tech company and found 6 figures at Walmart. An ex-Google engineer who says that if you wait 1 day to apply, you already lost. And a member of our community, Kamal, Cam, the life of Cam, whatever you know him by, who just built 2 AI tools with no coding background. Board members already interested in it, projecting $10,000 to $30,000 in revenue in year 1. Guys, this is the Daily Climb. Let's get into it, okay? Let us get into it today. It's going to be a good day. I am back in the studio, as you guys can tell. It's time to get going. It's 2026, back in the studio. I feel good. Let's see who's all in the house. We got Big Suggs. We got Jason in the house. We got Topaz in the house. We got TD Catcher in the house. Wayne Yu, the life of Cam, my man, is in the house. Evelyn is in the house. Good to see you guys this morning on this beautiful Monday morning. It's time to get to it. Let's see what the data is telling us this morning, okay? We're going to be talking about the real math behind landing a job in 2026, all right? What's really happening in this job market? So Business Insider, their chief correspondent, Aki Ito, just published something that stopped me cold when I listened to it and when I read it. She's been tracking this market for 2 years, talking to experts, talking to job seekers. Here's what the data shows. When you cold apply to a white collar job right now, no connection, no referral, your odds are 0.4%. I want you guys to type 0.4% in the chat if that number surprises you, okay? That number hits me a little bit different because some people, you see a job posting out there and you go and apply for it. It's worse than the lottery. It's worse than a lottery. But here's the other part of it. Here's what's interesting. Greenhouse, that's the hiring software company. They tracked the data. Candidates with the referral had a 4.4% success rate. Still ain't guaranteed, but 10 times better than cold applying. 10 times. Same job, same resume, same skills. The only difference is someone inside basically said your name. Kamal is dope. He runs our Patreon community. He's my community manager. You should give him the job. All right, Kamal's dope. We're going to get Kamal the job. Referrals are important. Now, here's why cold applications are so brutal. More than half of all hires are still cold applicants. So you might be thinking, Antoine, then it works, right? Nah. Here's the catch. Cold applications make up to 95% of all submissions. Everyone is doing it, which means everyone competing with everyone. When 95% of people are playing the same game, the game don't work no more. The game don't work no more. It's not a game. want you guys to type game in the chat if you see it. Y'all see the pattern, right? Y'all see the pattern. If everybody's doing the same thing, there's no way to get a competitive advantage. And let me show you what the institutions are saying. Goldman Sachs, they just released analysis January 4th and January 5th. They are warning that AI-driven job cuts are going to continue through 2026. Even investors grow skeptical of layoffs as a positive signal. Here's the key findings. Companies that have discussed AI in the context of their workforce have cut their job openings more sharply than previous years. Okay. They have cut their job openings more sharply this year. AI-related layoffs increased to just above 15% of total layoffs in Q3 2025. So let me translate that for you. If a company is talking about AI in workforce in the same sentence, they are cutting faster, not waiting, not testing. And here's what's wild. Goldman says companies cutting jobs before realizing measurable AI productivity gains. So they are betting on future efficiencies without even the realization of them having it before they cut jobs. Not current results. They don't got the ROI yet, but they keep cutting anyway. So that tells you everything about how companies are thinking right now. I want you guys to type signal in the chat if you see the pattern. Okay. Now, economist Claudia Sahm called this a moment of reckoning. The job market has been frozen. Low hiring, low firing. But she says it ain't sustainable. At some point, something has to happen. Two directions. Either uncertainty lifts and hiring picks up, which we hope that will be the case, right? Or the bottom falls out and layoffs accelerate. We're hoping that that's not what it is, right? We are heading towards one of those two outcomes in 2026. There ain't no middle ground, guys. I want you guys to type freeze in the chat if you feel stuck in this market, okay? So what does this mean for you? The window between I should start looking and I wish I had started looking, that window is closing. The math says code applying alone won't work. The economists say the freeze is going to break one way or the other. The institutions say AI cuts are coming regardless. So what do? Well, I'm going to show you. Aki Ito laid out the strategy in her Business Insider piece. Every job seeker faces a choice. Do you apply to as many as humanly possible, or do you focus all your energy on a smaller number of dream jobs? Volume or precision? Her answer, start with precision, then add volume with guardrails. Let me break this down. Step one, start with precision. That means networking. I know nobody likes the word. Everybody hates the word networking. Everybody hates the word because it's not networking. It's using people. No, it depends on how you do it. Okay. Nobody likes the word though. But here's what it looks like. Okay. Tell everyone you know that you are looking. Call old colleagues. Comb through your alumni network. Mention your search to friends of friends. That uncle that you see at Thanksgiving, that uncle that you saw during the holidays. Tell him, tell them, tell him, tell that former coworker who left last year. Tell that former coworker who you used to have drinks with every once in a while that's going on to someplace else. Why? Why precision first? Two reasons. The first reason, you might find out about job openings before they publicly are posted. That gives you a chance to stand out before hundreds of others storm in. Second, when you see jobs at their companies, you can ask for a referral with a referral. 10 times better odds, right? That's the number that we talked about. 0.4% for code applying, a 4.4% when you use a referral. That is precision. That's what it looks like. Now, the good is this. Make sure that you are button up, man. Make sure you are a button up. You have to have your resume. You have to have your LinkedIn. You have to have all that button up. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. And make sure you target the qualified roles, because nobody's going to give you a chance for something that you can't do. It's not going to happen. Here's what Aki also said. This isn't the market to switch industries, let alone entire occupations. And it's not the moment to chase a big promotion. Dang. Some of you guys are like, man, I'm working hard. I need this extra money or whatever it is. This ain't the time to approach a promotion, they said. This ain't the time to switch industries, they said. This ain't the moment to chase a big promotion. She says you should be able to check pretty much every box in the job description. Don't overshoot. Target roles that you exceptionally are qualified for. The roles where you read their resume and say, I can do that. This person can do the job tomorrow. That's what people are looking for. They're not looking for, I can bring this person in. Nah, they got 60%. We can get them up to speed. No, they're looking for, Do you got the skills to do the job right now? I want you guys to type qualified in the chat if you're hearing me. Type it in the chat. And by the way, if you can't catch these live streams, if you can't catch these live shows every morning, subscribe to our newsletter. Every single weekday, you get a full recap, the data, the stories, the strategy straight to your inbox, Monday through Friday. Link in the description.